was one of those nights when the air felt thick, saturated with an unnameable weight, as shadows sprawled longer than the moonlight could touch. Jonathan Holloway stood outside his aging trailer, nestled in a forgotten corner of the Nevada desert. Here, the stars flickered brightly, yet coldly, indifferent to the gathering clouds above, swirling like ancient secrets waiting to be revealed. There was an unsettling quality to the world tonight, a disquiet that crept beneath his skin. The community often whispered of the legendary properties of this land, tales of ethereal filtrations. Yet it was the profound silence that unsettled him most. The absence of familiar cicadas and crickets, now lost to a menacing void. As the evening wore on, a metallic scent filled the air, mingling with the dust of the desert. Jonathan leaned against the doorframe, a chill creeping up his spine like a cold breeze tracing fingers along the nape of his neck. It was then that a bright flash streaked through the sky, a silver line flaring before it disappeared into the night, leaving behind an unsettling sense of vastness, something beyond the allure of the celestial dance. He felt a pull, an urge to follow, as if the universe itself were beckoning him towards something hidden in those dusky depths. Days blurred into each other in isolation, yet he became increasingly attuned to the changing rhythms of the desert. It began with soft whispers, indistinct murmurs weaving through the dunes, echoing with a cadence that felt both familiar and alien. More than once, he found himself straining to listen, his heart pounding in sync with the unsettling lullabies of the night. These echoes seemed like a chorus, threads of voices entwining into his consciousness, unraveling the stability he once took for granted. The shadows grew, darkening the corners of his mind. Jonathan became ensnared in obsession, poring over vintage texts and dusty archives, desperately seeking their origins. He discovered cosmic phenomena and ancient folklore, as if the answers were trapped in a cosmic vault, waiting to be unlocked. Each revelation pulled him deeper into a rabbit hole. Visions of some greater entity taking root in the recesses of his imagination. Surely, humanity was not the pinnacle of existence, but rather a mere cog in a vast, intricate machine. These discoveries twisted his thoughts, poisonous tendrils tightening around his sanity. The peculiar occurrences escalated. The veil between dimensions stretched like an old tapestry. Whispers morphed into clearer words, revealing slivers of truth during frustrating intervals. It felt as if something woven into the fabric of the universe was bleeding through the seams, an alien presence lurking just beyond perception. On one occasion, his eyes caught a shimmer of a figure flitting through the star-speckled shadows, only to vanish as he turned to confront it. Each moment of clarity unraveled his sense of self, opening chasms of paranoia. Was he the only one on this quest, or were unseen watchers monitoring his spiraling descent into cosmic madness? The night it happened, the sky darkened, swallowing even the faintest light, plunging him into a void where time felt suspended. As Jonathan gazed into the abyss above, he noticed the stars pulsating, shimmering as if they were synchronizing to a rhythm only they could understand. The whispers crescendoed into a frenzied cacophony, reverberating through his veins. Suddenly, he was not alone. The cosmos pressed against the outer fringes of his sanity, manifesting as a being beyond human comprehension. It emanated colors that defied the limits of mortal vision, twisting and morphing amidst the infinite stars. Its form was fluid, shapes flickering in and out of existence, with eyes that weren't truly eyes, and mouths that didn't speak, but somehow he understood. It called him to join a greater continuum, to embrace the vast solitude that stitched the universe together. The allure of its presence was a seductive siren song, enticing him to shed his humanity and become part of the eternal dance. Collapsing to the ground, terror and awe battled within him. But then, just as abruptly, the connection severed, rattling the very foundations of his existence. The night shifted, shadows receding, the being unraveling into the ether, as if it had never existed at all. Left alone beneath the cosmic tapestry, now blank and unresponsive, he wondered, had it chosen him, or had he willingly lost himself in its wake? Clutching his head, doubts forged themselves deep within him. Now, as he lay engulfed in the hollow silence surrounding him, the questions felt meaningless. The night air still carried the lingering scent of iron, a reminder that it would never wash away. Gazing up at the infinite cosmos, he realized there was no return from the threshold of what lies beyond. And as his reason slipped deeper into darkness, the echoes of the cosmos continued to whisper, haunting him eternally.